And it's okay for you to tell someone that you're not okay. What's the worst thing that they could happen is might say, okay. They're the ones who know that you're not okay, and they're the ones who can say to you, maybe one more question, maybe something that you need to hear, maybe like, tell me what's going on. Why are you not okay, dude? Or girl, what's going on? What's going on? What can't you tell anyone else that you're just not telling you? Maybe just say it out loud so you can hear. That's something that works and that's something that's true. Sometimes if you just say it out loud to someone and you feel that it's not really as bad because they don't seem to look at you like it's all bad, that helps you to not feel all that bad. And when perspective is something that can change, when you're the one who shares something in a way with someone that maybe did things worse or had a worse okay, not okay day, then you that same day or just had many times there those were the same way where they just didn't know why they couldn't stay okay, but then they shared with you that was once their way. Then you don't feel so alone, and then you can see in maybe a new road or maybe an open more road for you to maybe believe that it's true. That if you want to be okay like you can be okay, then you can do okay the way that you want to do okay, because okay is something that you can do. It's true. And if you've got a way to see that okay is what you're going to be, then maybe okay is what you just need to see in somebody else, and then maybe tell them too that the okay that you feel ain't really sincere to you to tell them it's real because it's not really an okay that you feel. And if okays like that are something that we live and okays are something that we lie and don't tell anyone because we don't want to try to be less okay, simply because we don't believe that okay is going to be okay with us to be better because we're not really looking for a trustworthy person, or maybe we just don't trust us to feel that okay is going to be real. But okay is going to be something that we can feel. And then what comes after okay is something more great and more real. And that's to feel a lot better, even feel great. And when somebody asks you how you doing, Joe, how you doing, Sally, girl, how you doing, anybody, how you doing, and you might say, great. And then they're going to be like, hey, man, that's pretty cool you say, because I remember when you weren't okay and I had to bring you up a little bit by telling you in a way that I knew what you were going through because I went through it too, maybe a little different or exactly the same. But you didn't know it was true because I didn't tell you ever about what I went through. And then that day when you weren't okay and you said to me you were just okay, but I didn't believe it's true. And I asked you what's going on with you. And then you asked me what it was that I went through because I told you. I get what you're going through, and I get what it's like to be you, and I get what it's like to not be okay like you feel. Because when so many people go through things that are tough and maybe make it a little bit more rough than they need to make it because they're the ones who don't need to feel not okay like they feel, because not okay is a state that's not real, because okay can be something that instantly changes and happens to you. Because if life can be that way where you're not okay one day and then the next day you're not okay, but you could be okay a minute after that day. A minute after and you feel okay. Why is it that feels so real? What's happened in life that makes it seem that okay wasn't what you could really feel, but you're feeling okay and only a minute has passed? God says because life can be that way, that can happen that fast. You didn't really change anything in your life to make it better. No, you just enjoying now the moment that's just better because you realize something inside of you. That when you're the one who has a little bit of hope and you're the one who has a little bit of trust in what you don't know, is that life will work itself out if you just believe so. That you're not going to go away and you're not going to give up. That's an important thing for you to believe in you too. That you're just not going to fold and you're just not going to go into a hole and never come out because you know the fight in you is real. Because if fighting is what you got to do to be right, fighting what you got to do to save your life, okay, is something that you don't feel because that's what's making it that way for you. Then all you got to know what is true is there's so many that fought like you, but you just got to know why some didn't make it through. No. You can ask those questions, it's true, but what's better is for you to ask the questions to those maybe who've gone what you've gone through. Many of them might say the exact same thing, it's true, but there's that one who might tell it to you in a way that you hear deeper because they're meant to. Feed it into your ear, feed it into your heart, and feed it into your soul. Because there's the ones who know that a lesson that they've gone through and they share the way that they can share bold with you is a lesson that now doesn't run cold. It's a lesson that's got more fire. It's a lesson that's got less ire. It's a lesson that now it lives in you too. It helps you to be less not okay and more in the right way. The way that life can be every day. Just believe that not okay is a temporary state, and that's not a permanent fate. And it's not a thing that you have to believe will be forevermore. It's just a place that you are right now, and this is a place that you don't have to stay because you don't have to have that frown. You can turn that frown upside down. And you can live your day out better too. You can have a little joy and happiness and laughter too. And you can be wonderfully around people the way you love to do maybe more than what you might realize because it's true. Human beings are meant to be around others too. When you find that out and you love being around others because they love being around you too. You're going to really like that feeling. It's true because not okay is something that's going to be hard to do because okay is something that you're going to feel more. Believe that okay is okay to be, and okay is the right way to be, and great's an even better way to stay once you find out that that's true too. Amen.